Hello guys, welcome back to the another C# tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to teach you about the variables. All you're gonna need for this tutorial is a button. So for the button, you can see over here there is a toolbox. Go to the toolbox, you can see button, drag it, and you can increase the size according to your need. So before entering into the coding section, let's change some properties of this button. Right click, go to the properties. You can see the text over here. Now I want to change the text name to something like click me. Okay, I change the text, and I want to increase the size of the text. For that purpose I'm going over here, font. You can see the font over here. According to your need, you can change the size of the text. I'm going to make it as 36 bold. Okay, let's go. And if you want to change the color of this text, you can see over here there is a 4 color. Go to the 4 over here, custom. I want to make it red, so I go here, red. As the color is something like red. Okay, so if you want to change the back color of the button, here you can see the option known as back color. Go to here, go to custom, whatever color you want to pick, you can pick. For me, I want to pick blue. Okay, it's perfect. Now go to the properties. If you want to change this form, you can see the form. Go to the properties of the form. You can see over here there's a text form 1. Today the topic we are going to discuss is about the variables. You can type here variables. We are going to discuss about variables, so you can type here variables. Okay, and once you got it on form, let's go and double click on it. Okay, let's go and double click on it button. Double click on the button. Yeah, we enter into the programming section. This is our programming platform. Alright, so I'm sure you have heard about the variables before, and a variable is just a placeholder that basically just holds the value of something where you can access by simply typing a name of variable. So the first step in creating a variable is typing the type of variable that you are going to create. And first variable type that we are going to create in this tutorial is a string. So we are going to go ahead and type string. Let's type string. So basically there are different types of the variable, as you know, and first in this tutorial I'm going to cover about the different types of variable, and the first variable that we are going to discuss is about the string. Now string is basically a text, so we can set our string equals to Adam or really any text. So now we have to give name to our variable. You can give name to your variable anything you like. Whatever variable name you want to like, you can give. Let me give the name of the variable as name. Okay, you can give anything. You can, instead of name, you can write something like that, lol, something like. You can give anything, the name of the variable. You can write anything, whatever you want. Let me write name. Usually in programming, you want to give your variable or name something you remember, so you can name as something like name. It means if you give the name proper name so that you can remember it, so it will be better, easier for you. Okay, and I'm just gonna have the string called name, so I'm just gonna set the equal to text. Okay, then string name equals to text. In order to write the text, we use double equals to. Inside the double equals to, the text is written, whatever text. String name equals to, so my name is Anoop, I'm going to write Anoop, Anoop. So in the C# programming language, it is much more necessary that it should be end with the semicolon. Semicolon must have to be used. You can see here, if I remove the semicolon, see here the error, expected, semicolon is expected, as semicolon should be used. And inside this double, double types of the double equals to, the text should be written. Okay, now what's our duty? The next duty of our, what is our main duty? The main duty of our is whenever we click on this button, click me, the message should be displayed as Anoop. Okay, for that purpose, let's go message box dot show name. Why there is a message box dot show name? Because the name is directly caused to Anoop. The name represents the Anoop. Name means Anoop. So basically, if you run the program and click over here, click me, what will you get? You will get the result known as the Anoop. So instead of Anoop, if I write Adam, what will be the output? The output will obviously be, let's see what will be the output first. Yeah, the output is Adam. Why? Because the name is representing the Adam, and in the message box we are seeing message box dot show name. Why name? Because this name is directly representing the Adam. So the next variable type that we are keep working is integer. So I'm just gonna type out here integer. That is basically represented integer is int, integer, and integer is basically a number that everybody know what is integer. Integer is basically a number, and following the name and the type of the variable which you are creating, you want to give a name to your variable. It is obvious that while performing the operations in the string, we have given string is a variable, and we have written string number equals to Anoop. That number string name equals to Anoop. That name represents the name of the variables. Suppose like that, integer is a variable and we must have to give the name. So I'm just going to write a number integer number equals to 10, because 10 is one of my favorite number, or lucky number you can say. So integer number equals to 10. In math you have learned that integer can be whole number, suppose 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or -5 or something like that. So I'm just going to set equals to and give it as 10, because it is my favorite number, you can say. Instead of having type out 10, you can type out the number right here. Yes, number. Instead of typing integer equals to 10, you can write integer number equals to 10. Now it's time to show it in the message box. Okay, message box dot show number. So basically it is considered that since number is not a string, everybody knows that number is not a string or text, and this message box calls first to pass through string. This message box calls first to pass through the string. So we're gonna have to use the dot to string, and to string will basically converts the number into the string. We can display in message box. You can see here message box dot show. You can see display a message box that can operate the text buttons and symbols that instruct the user. See the overloaded method match this and message box dot show, and inside the message box dot show there should be the string. You can see over here you can read over in the error, you can see that the message box dot show always need to be in the string. So we need to convert this number into the string. That is by dot what to string. By doing this, the number is converted into the string. Let's run the program and see. And click me. Yeah, you get the output 10, and instead of 10 you can write. So once again, okay, I must have to close it. So instead of 10 you can write here anything, any number you want. Just suppose 66, and let's run. You can see, get the answer. There is 66. Okay, so the next topic and the next variables that we are going to discuss about, let me clear it at first. Okay, and the next variable we are going to discuss is about Boolean. That is basically, so just bool, you can say Boolean. The bool can display the value be the true or false. It just display the value whether it is true or false. For that basically it is used as the bool. So just type bool there, just type bool, and just give the name of the variable something like, let's give red here, equals to, why bool is used? Because bool can display the value. It's simply used to display the value to be true or false. So bool red here equals to false. Okay. Now message box dot show what do you want to show? Message box dot show what? Red here. Okay, so is bool is a string? No, it is not a string. You can see the error. Message box dot show always should be in the string. So how to convert that into the string? By using dot to a string. Yes, and you can run the program. What will get the information? What will be the output of the program? The output will be false. Why? Because I have put in here bool red here equals to false. What if I have done here something like true? What will be the output? The output will be, obviously the output will be true. Yes. So this is the bool. Basically just understand, the bool can display the value be the true or false. Simply the bool can display the value to be the true or false. Okay, so here you can see the name of the variable is red here. So bool red here, I do not have red here. Suppose bool red here equals to true, I do not have red here, so I'm going to write here false. And here just you can see message box dot show means in message box we need to show what we need to show, red here. Red here means what? False. The message box, while clicking on the click me, it should represent the false. Why dot to string? Because this bool red here, this red here is not a string, it is just a conditions, true or false. So in order to convert that into the string, we have used dot to string. Okay, this variable is finished, and the next variable we are going to talk about is object. First of all, let me clear all of this. And oh my god. Okay, I don't know what happened to my mouse. Okay, so the object can literally holds the value of anything. You can see the object can literally holds the value of anything. Let's go object. Let's start object. Always remember, while performing the operations of the variable should be written at first. What do we have written? Object. What is object? Object is a variable. We have written the string at first. Why? Because string is a variable. We have written the bool at first. Why? Because bool is the variable. We have written integer at first. Why? Integer is the variable. After variable, what we should write? We should write a variable name. Let's write something like my obj. Okay, it's a variable name equals to, you can write anything you want. Let me write here Adam, and it should be ended with the semicolon. Everybody know. Now it's time for message box. Message box dot show what? Message box dot show what do you want to show? What do you want to show inside the message box? Are you going to write Adam? No, we are going to write my object, because my obj directly represent the Adam. So my obj, and as you know, what we have seen is my obj is a string. No, it's not a string. Is object a string? No, it is not a string. So we need to convert it into the string. So what should we do? Dot to a string, bracket open, bracket close, and it's done. And you can execute the program. You can click here, click me, you can get the answer Adam. Now what if I write here the number something like 5? What will be the output? The output will obviously be 5. So basically what we have learned in the variable is there are we have learned about the, I think, 4 different types of variable. We have learned about strings, integers, after that bool, and object. And what is the rule for writing the variable in the C#? First of all, the variables should be written. What are the variables? While performing this string, we have written the string, okay, integer, and after that bool and object. The variables should be written at first, after that variable name, after that equals to, and after that the text, whatever you want to write. And if the given text you have written after equals to, the given text that you have written is not in the form of string, you must need to convert it into the string. And how to do that? That is by here you can see dot to string. So thank you guys, this much for today. Tomorrow we'll be discussing more about the changing the properties, changing the different types of properties about the button, how can we perform or how can we change the different types of properties. In another tutorial video I will cover about that. Please do not forget to subscribe, like and share this video and put the comment down below. Thank you very much for watching the video.